Well, hi everybody and welcome. I've been getting quite a few questions about our induction hob that we have in the kitchen. Various things like, well, how does it work, where did you buy it from, why do you use an induction hob rather than the electric hob that you've got already built into your kitchen. Well, I'm just going to tell you why all those things. So the first thing is, why do we use the induction rather than the cooker hob? Is that the induction hob is massively more effective. So if you want to maybe boil a kettle of water, we'd usually use gas for that, but if we're sort of in a place where there is electric and maybe that's included, we much prefer to use the induction hob because it's just faster. Boiling a kettle on the electric hob that's built in to the cooker is really slow. I mean, it can take like 15 minutes to really get it going, because you have to wait for the element to heat up and then for all that heat to transfer through. But that's not the case with the induction hob. When you get a kettle like this, we've got the induction hob here. Let me just point you down towards that there so you'll be able to see it a bit better. So this is the induction hob that we use. It's from a company called VonShef, VonShef, and we bought that from Amazon. You'll find a link to it down in the comment section or the description below. So we use a metal kettle, which we can just top up with water. I'm going to put a couple of cups, enough for a couple of cups of tea in there. We're getting thirsty, so it is time for tea. So that's our normal amount. So that goes on there, and on the front of the hob here, let me just bring you over. On the front of the hob here, there's various controls. There's an on-off switch, a select button that switches from power, and that's the level of kilowatt power, if you like. There's the temperature, so you can set the temperature that you want, and there's a timer built in. These two controls over here will turn these settings up and down, and then you can just pop to maximum or minimum immediately from these buttons. So let's just get it switched on, and we're just going to time to see how long it takes to boil a kettle. You won't need to wait for that, because I'll fast forward for that. I'm just going to put a stopwatch on. I'm going to switch that on. So that comes on. I normally switch it over to power mode and pop that up to 1800. So that's 1.8 kilowatts. I could go up to 2 kilowatts, and we're going to see how long that actually takes. So there we are, just at about 2.5 minutes. The steam started coming out of the spout there. You can see all that. That's now boiling. So there we are, just on about 3 minutes and 5 seconds. That kettle started to whistle. But how does it work? And let me just show you. I've taken the kettle off there, and I can put my hand on there. It is warm, but I'm not burning my hand. It's too hot to keep your hand fully on there all the time, but you know, it is no hotter really than maybe if you touched a car bonnet, if the engine had been running for a long time, or it had been out in the sunshine for a long time. It's that sort of heat. Now, how does it work? Well, the thing is, you have to use the right sort of metal cooking utensils to actually make it operate. So if you've got the wrong sort of pan made of the wrong sort of metal, then the induction system doesn't work. So what you have to do is be aware that any pans that you buy or you want to use on the induction hob will actually work, and most of them these days are marked up with the word induction. So the reason you need the right sort of metal is because the induction hob doesn't actually heat up itself, so there's no sort of heating element inside the induction hob. It uses a magnetic force to excite the metal in the pan or kettle that you have, and therefore the pan or kettle heats up, therefore transferring the heat. So the induction hob is actually using your pan as the heating element for your cooking. The good thing about it is that it operates very, very much like a gas hob. So you know the problem where you've got an electric hob normally, and you know you've got your pan cooking and you turn it down, and then it takes 10 minutes to cool down to the temperature that you wanted. So you have to remove the pan, wait for it to cool down, put it back on, and then continue cooking. So there's none of that. When you turn this down, when you turn the temperature down or the power setting down, the temperature in your cooking and your pan reduces immediately, very, very much like it would on a gas hob. So turning it up and down has that immediate sort of heat effect. So much more controllable and really, really efficient and effective. If you're out and about in your caravan or motorhome, I fully and highly recommend the induction hob. And indeed, I did a load of research, and this VonShef seems to be one of the best makes out there. It's really, it really is efficient, effective, and very good quality. So there you go. I hope that's answered all your questions about induction hobs, and that you're going to get your own. Click on the link below, and that will take you to an Amazon product. There we are. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed that, and I'm going to see you again next time. Bye bye for now.